This is Ben from Common Knives, and you're listening to the High Carbon Podcast.
Welcome, Polly. Looks like it's just me and you again tonight.
Just me and you, baby.
Yeah, I think Albert's buying another power hammer or something. I don't know where he is.
I think he's homeless right now, officially.
I think he was picking up the keys to his new apartment or something. Sent us a picture of his wood stove, and I think that's all we saw so far.
He tried to make me jealous. The wood stove looks really nice. We already got a name for it. Of course, it's Mini Hell. So, no Apfelstrudel eating sound in the background today, sadly. So please, Keith, do tell me, how was your week?
You're not going to believe this. Are you sitting down?
Yes.
I'm making a knife for the first time this year.
No
It's actually
fucking
almost
way.
finished. I got the handle glued on and everything.
Why?
Somebody, when we have a Christmas party in my other company, they always ask all the workers what they want for Christmas. And one guy wanted a knife from me. So this is from last Christmas, but I haven't got around to it yet.
Jesus Christ. You are a little bit late. But
yeah.
Oh, but do you have the same superstition that you cannot gift a knife?
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I don't know. I'm not a very superstitious guy.
Just take €1, man. Just take €1.
Well, I did. My work paid for it. They got
fine then.
They already paid me. So, but I had the blade all cut out and like heat treated and stuff, and then I kind of got busy getting ready for Knife Show Austria at the time, and then I hurt my shoulder, so like hand sanding and all that crap was kind of out of the question. But it's fine now. So it's actually almost done. I'll get it in time for him this Christmas. And what else was I doing? I started.
Wait. What kind of knife is it?
It's like a small, like petty knife. That's what he wanted.
Is it like a full tang one? Hand sanded finish? No fancy grinds, I guess.
No fancy grinds, just 125 SC and a piece of birch, stabilized birch. He picked it out when he was at my shop, and he didn't want Damascus. He just wanted regular steel, and I'm fine with that. But
did not want Damascus. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of like Damascus was more expensive, but I think to me it's way less work. I hate hand sanding and when I hand sand like a mono steel blade, I go crazy with it and everything, like super anal about it. If there's a little scratch or like something's the grinds off a little bit, you can't like kind of hide it as much as you can with a Damascus blade.
Mm-hmm. No room for mistakes.
Yeah, it drives me nuts, but it's almost done. I'll probably finish it up tomorrow. And yeah, so the piece of wood that he picked out was a block of wood in a block, and I needed scales. And I don't have a very good bandsaw, so I usually cut them on the table saw, and I hate cutting them on the table saw. I haven't caught one in the chest yet, but I've seen many people with the blocks go flying. So I have these magnetic blocks from my surface grinder, like that hold like scales and shit, so you can get them flat. And I'm like, why don't I just use this thing? So I just like drilled some holes in the bottom of it and countersunk them so you could screw it to a block of wood. And then I can just hold on to the block of wood and run it through my table saw and get a nice cut. It was actually the cleanest cut I've ever had. Cutting scales, I usually do it on my stupid bandsaw, and then you gotta flatten them out, and it kind of screws with the pattern. If you got a cool pattern in the blade, in the wood, you want it to be like centered on the blade. But it worked out really good.
Yeah, I mean, I always do it with my portaband. It's just important to square up the table to the blade itself. But table saws, I hate those things. My father actually caught, while he was cutting scales for me, like many years ago, one shot multiple times. He was just nervously laughing because it went right behind him up to the wall. And then after a few minutes, he got one into the stomach. And he was like, nah, I ain't doing this shit.
No more.
Yeah. It's totally not worth it.
Yeah. I use it for everything, the table saw. I have the one with the sled, but I made like a jig to hold everything. I'm actually working on a new one now because you change sizes. And the jig that I use, I have like I don't know if you've ever seen these kind of sleds for a table saw before. Like people make like a wooden box that you can use to hold things. So that's what I've been doing. But after everybody, all these different sizes, I got like 35 wide, 45 wide, 50, like a whole bunch of them, so the thing looks like Swiss cheese. So now I've changed up my design a little bit. I bought a like an aluminum sliding. It's like a, I don't know. It holds like T-nuts and has a scale already on it, so up to 1 meter long.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna make a box with one cut, and then I can use that sliding scale to change the size of the piece of the wood or whatever whatever I need to cut. So I'll only have to
Interesting.
have one slit on the sled.
I know. I know. Jesus Christ. It's not me this episode, it's you. But my father uses actually the like plywood sled, self-made on the table saw, and he has
Yeah,
at
that's
the
what I'm
end
doing.
he
Yeah.
glued a ruler, wooden ruler, so you approximately know the size. But the best way to have the actual width is to just have the at least one handle scale that is the size that you want, and
Yeah.
you just clamp a block of wood as a stop, and you just go like zook, 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 super easy peasy every time, no guessing.
Mm. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
my other one was, a piece of G10 that I had as a stop. But like I said, that stop was like fixed. So depending on how wide you were cutting something, you had a whole bunch of cuts on the sled. And this time I can just use that sliding. You know what I mean? It's like a T-track that would be on any kind of wood cutting table
Mhm.
or something like that. You can buy them separately. So I just bought one of those tracks and I'm gonna
Oh, so
make up
it's
my
like
own
a
jig.
fence, right?
Yeah, it used to be, and it has a sliding ruler in it. And then I made like with the T-nut, I have a stop that goes down, so I can just slide that stop, and the ruler slides with it, so I know the length immediately.
I hate those. I hate the fence that goes like full width of the table saw, because
Yeah,
it's so easy to get jams when you are cutting, especially if the fence is not perfectly perpendicular to the blade. So
yeah,
you
it
are
usually isn't.
usually, and G10 is like super abrasive, and so easy to bog it down and then get a knock in the face from the G10 piece. So for me, at least, the plywood sled and just having a stop is just best way.
Yeah,
No
I'll have to
weight
show
of
you.
binding.
It
Yeah.
it is like that, but the piece I bought was made for a fence, so it had the sliding T slots in it already. But I'm using it
Mhm.
on top of one of those plywood sleds. I'll have to send a pic when it's finished. Put
Okay.
it on the Instagram page for us.
And send
What?
the pic of the knife. I want to see the year-long taking knife.
Yeah. Well, it's
Most
been sitting on my
expensive.
bench for the last 11 months. That's why it's taken so long.
Mhm.
What about Polly? I heard you were shooting a movie or something. What were you doing this week?
Yesterday, the biggest, and I actually realized in the last day before he was coming, the biggest YouTuber in Lithuania came to my place
Like the
so I could
tallest
teach
guy?
him. The biggest channel with the most subscribers.
Okay.
For Lithuania, he has like 415,000
It's like half of Lithuania.
subscribers. It's 3 million approximately in Lithuania, but not everybody uses YouTube. So, well, or they watch different shit. But yeah, he's actually the godfather of Lithuanian comedy on YouTube. Does a lot of sketches, so we spend the full day. He's just such a down-to-earth guy, insanely. He's so easy to speak. Like, it's even easier than with my best buddies to talk with him. So we filmed for like the whole day. He said he got with his cameraman around 4 hours of footage, and if everything goes well, that should be a 40 minutes video with a lot of funny jokes, racist jokes, the jokes about the other end, like we do on this podcast. So basically the same style of humor. It is coming out on Sunday, so it has already come out. So everybody who is listening, go to my social media, see the things that I have shared, and go and leave a nice comment. So maybe we do another one of those. And he says, "Oh, Paulus is such a great guy. Help me out. Help a brother out." And yeah, I'm actually a little bit, panicky right now like I am after our episodes of podcasts where I talk too much shit, and I'm like, oh no, oh no. It might go two ways. Maybe it will be super amazing great, or I will get canceled. so yeah.
That's fine though, because nobody's gonna understand it. It's in Lithuanian, right? So
Yeah.
unless closed caption works on it.
Of course it works, but and I think he makes English subtitles specifically, to broaden the audience. But I'm more worried about my home market. So,
oh man, what did you say?
Yeah,
We'll have to watch it.
So many hot takes and so many jokes. It was. Yeah. I was walking on thin ice, but he was reciprocating the same humor. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah. So I even the second day today, I am beat. I am so tired. I slept for 9 hours, and I'm still super tired. So dragging my feet the whole day, and the week was just prepping for the shooting and finishing up my orders. But again, I will complain again. So many orders. People just woke up, so I cannot complain. Actually, it's nice to have problem, but I planned out this time in the year to work on my new models. So it pays the bills. It's fine. It's great. Thank you all who bought Diltis, Varnes, and Angus models. Thank you so much. And they will be shipping out soon. I promise.
Do you think those are all like Christmas gift related stuff that people just waited too long?
Nah, it doesn't look like that. It just looks. Some of them come from social media because I have that small text from where people come and how did they found out about me. So from recent posts that I did, from the YouTuber guy sharing my story, and just from other commercials that I do, which I canceled, but apparently they're still going, like the Messer magazine.
Yeah.
So, that does not seem related to the Christmas hype or this Black Friday thingy, because I don't do discounts. Guys, if I do a discount, I should be in a dire situation. I should be, if I do a discount, maybe I have ass cancer and I will die soon, and I cannot pay the bills. Then please buy. But now everything is fine. I can eat some bread.
You even made me pay full price.
Yes. Yeah, and you paid with your blood, if you remember.
I did, yeah. I paid and then some. You know that Albert has a doctor title, right?
Oh shit!
You knew that, right?
Yeah. Totally forgot about that, but he tends to remind me.
Yeah, he's not here tonight, but we got a replacement doctor for him. We got Doc Smith as our guest tonight. Welcome, Bruno, to the show.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Glad to be here.
So, what happened in your week,
Mr.
In
Smith?
my week, what have you been up to?
Actually, I had a really busy week. Did a couple of high-end jobs. I sold a flat that I was renting, which was kind of a big deal because I was asking a ridiculous price, and it was sitting for not a full year, but a long time, 10 months or something like that. And I finally sold it, and which is great because I just poured everything in the mortgage I have on my flat. And so I expect the next month to be a bit easier financially on me. And I'm freezing my ass off in the shop because even though this is formally a forging season, I haven't actually started forging. I'm still trying to catch up on my orders, and it's mostly grinding, and it's freezing. Yeah.
How cold is it there?
It's around 4 Celsius, something like that. I mean, it's not freezing, but when you're dipping your hands in cold bucket, because unlike Ben, not all of us have heated water systems in our fancy shops. I basically have a shed and a bucket of water, so yeah.
Simple setup.
Yeah, it's the simplest you can get. Yeah.
But you can get a simple water heater. That would be quite nice.
No, we don't do that stuff. That's too gay for me.
You heard it here, Benjamin.
Yeah, he's gonna love that one.
Yeah, he will. I have not thought that Croatia gets that cold, but I guess you are away from the ocean, right?
First of all, there's no ocean near Croatia. It's Adriatic Sea. Come on, man.
Hey, oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Some fact checking beforehand. I'm not as north as you can get, but as far north as it counts. So yeah, like 200 kilometers as a bird flies to the sea. Yeah. But there's a couple of mountains between it that kind of cuts off the Mediterranean. And so yeah, it gets quite cold. Yeah.
We've met actually the first time in Knife Show Austria, and we spoke about it before recording the show. That my impression was you were very positive, very engaging, very good guy, big bright smile, great knives. But I have no idea who you are and how you started with knife making. So could you maybe shed some light on Docksmith knives and how it started?
Sure. What do you want to first? Do I tackle first the starting of knife making or the origin of Docksmith?
You don't start that you were born, but actually,
So the knife stuff. It was actually always knives in my life. My grandpa was a butcher, and so he had a set of knives. He was retired by the time that I became aware of anything around myself, but he had a set of knives, butchering knives. And when he passed away, of course, my dad got them, and he did the best thing you can do for a kid. He hid them where I saw him hiding it, so I knew they were there, but I couldn't get to them. And I think that was kind of a trigger with my fascination with knives. So even from the very earliest years, I was always playing with knives and kind of making them better, actually breaking them. I mean, anything I could get my hands on, I would usually break them. And then it was always a plan to make the knife for me, like the best knife ever. And yeah, well, the life takes over, and you do one thing, and then you go to college, and then you find a job, and then you do the other thing, and kind of years flew by me. And then one day I just said, okay, it's now or never. And I went to Bauhaus. I think it was Bauhaus, I don't know, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I bought the cheapest sander I could find. And I went to flea market and bought a couple of old files. And I started making knives. I broke the sander in first half an hour, I think, or something like that. I managed to burn both files in my dad's barbecue, but yeah, I was hooked, and then I kind of just grew from there. I started buying some tools, some better equipment, and evicting my dad from his shed 1 square meter a time. And so now I finally have a big shop that's what I was just measuring it. It's some 16 square meters. Yeah, that's my palace. Yeah.
I have this theory talking about the childhood, and I need to check it. Were there a time when you were playing with knives when you were a kid and you hurt yourself?
Of course. Yeah.
And did you lie that you hurt yourself with not the knife?
Of course, yeah, of course. You can't. I mean, if you admit you hurt yourself with a knife, they're gonna take your knife away. So of course I lied. Yeah,
the theory is true. The theory is true.
I've got myself. Yeah, I don't know. I actually did one really nasty cut. I was doing. I was playing with a knife and making a cue for pool, like not really, but
Yeah.
and I was it was summertime. I was barefooted, and then I was holding this piece of, I don't know, wood and kind of carving it, and the blade slipped and it cut my like just over the heel, and everything opened up, and man, that was really bad.
Oh.
Luckily, I didn't cut anything important inside, but it looked really bad. I kind of peeled off, added everything. Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
It was.
Yeah, but then you get respect for the knife, for the tool, and you're
Of course. Yeah. I mean, I still cut myself almost daily, but yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah, you have like this. You just don't care. It's,
I mean,
yeah.
There's always electrical tape and paper towers around me, so you just.
Ooh, you don't use CA glue? CA glue is great for small wounds.
Yeah, but man, yeah, I know it is, but it's kind of like it's kind of hard to find anything in my shop because it has like 30 centimeters of dust on the floor and everything's flying around. Some finding a CA glue when you're bleeding, it's kind of hard. And paper towel is always there, so you just wrap it up and then you find electrical tape, and by the time you do, it stops bleeding. So.
Yeah, I heard this saying that I think Walter Sorrells said, and he said, show me a knife maker's grinder that is clean, and I will show you a knife maker who does not make any knives.
So, right.
Yeah. Makes sense, right?
Yeah. And it's kind
of... Please go.
Do come on.
I just wanted to ask, when you bought your first grinder that broke in the first half an hour, how many years ago that was?
That was, I would say, 10.5 years ago, something like that. Yeah, over 10 years. I mean, it was warm weather, so yeah, 10.5 years, something like that.
Wow, that's a long time to. So you are so you are full time right now, right?
Oh no, I'm not full time.
No.
Okay. Nor I will ever be. No, I'm a full-time researcher, even though I'm pretending I'm not a doctor. I actually am a doctor, and I have a full-time job at the Institute of Croatian Language, and that's how I get my money for life. And knives is, well, it's not a hobby. I do pay taxes, but no, I'm not full-time, and I don't plan to become one.
So you are an actual doctor?
Yeah. I am an actual.
Damn it. I'm like, Keith already muted himself. This is a too smart conversation for him. I will quit you.
No.
So you are like a language researcher, or?
Yeah. I'm a linguist. Yeah. Actually, technically, I'm a cognitive linguist, but yeah, I mostly do terminology in linguistics.
I have no idea what you are researching, but please feel free to share.
You can Google me. I mean, I'm published author. You can find my papers in English and read and everything. Right?
Let's do like this. What is the one paper that you are the most proud of that you published, and what is it about? And tell it in words that knife makers that are full time could understand.
Okay, so, oh man, that's kind of a jerk question, man.
Use your degree. Use language degree. Yeah.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna be prick about answering this, because it's gonna be a book that I wrote, and it's in Croatia, so you can't check if I'm lying on. It's titled "On Mind of an Expert." So it's a cognitive theory, how experts' mind works, and kind of how do they work differently compared to, let's call them laymen's, but only in that one domain, right? So that was kind of a big deal that nobody appreciated, but it was a big deal for me.
So Albert will go and find that book, and he will think, "Ooh, he's writing about me. I'm an expert. I'm so smart."
Yeah.
That's nice. Oh, I have no idea how you. Well, it feels like even like you are not like delving into like from the title of the book and your description and my small comprehension of it, it sounds like you are more delving into the cognitive part of it rather than the actual linguistic.
My PhD is in cognitive neuroscience. So yeah,
fuck
it's
off.
mostly mind and brain stuff, right? But I mean, I live in Croatia. You can't really find a job in cognitive neuroscience lab, so that's why I work in linguistic, which is connected to mind, because to be able to speak and comprehend language, you do have to have a mind,
Oh my god, Keith,
right?
why do you invite the smartest people to the most stupid
No, I'm not.
podcasts on the
I'm not
earth?
smartest. Yeah, that's yeah. Let's talk about Doc Smith. Why do I call myself Doc Smith? You want to hear that story?
100%.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
go.
hear it.
Okay, so most people in our niche think that I put Doc to kind of be intimidating compared to other Smiths because I'm a Dr. Smith, right? And that's completely opposite. It all started as a internal joke with my wife, who is also a researcher, but that's beside the point. So most of the people who have PhD are really smug about it, and that really pisses me off, especially in the humanities, because once they step out of their office, their PhD, and mine included, means shit. Nothing, absolutely nothing. When you step out into the real world, you're just a dumb fuck like everybody around yourself, right?
Yeah, but Albert says the same thing.
When you're sitting in your office, yeah, you have to respect that. You're an expert in that field, what you do in your office. But when you step outside, yeah, that it doesn't mean anything. So it really pisses me off when PhD guy and researchers act all smug and arrogant because I'm a researcher, I'm a PhD, I'm a professor. So, and I mean, most of those guys, I mean, they can't switch a light bulb, and so I can't really remember what happened, but one of the people, one of the well, not colleague, not from the institute, but researcher from a, let's say, complementary field, pissed me off really bad. I can't really remember. It was 10 years ago. And so I was talking with my wife about it. What a completed useless jerk he was, because he can't do anything in his life. So I started joking about how I would call myself Doc Smith to show that I'm not just a doctor but also Smith, and then I will apply to as a teaching job at the university, and I will have exams and like linguistic exams, and then when they thought they were gonna pass, I'm gonna make them sharpen a knife or something like that. And if they can't do it, they're gonna fail, and everybody's gonna be afraid of Doc Smith. And then we were kind of playing around, and then it kind of stuck, and I just started using it. So yeah,
That's funny.
yeah.
Going more towards the what Doc Smith is actually doing with knives, right? Your second emploi. I tried scrolling through your feed. You have like 1,200 posts. I did not go to the very end, but I would like you to tell. It looks like it's been always kitchen knives.
Yeah.
And I would love your insights on how your style changed and what like small changes to your designs you did that you think this is making a way better knife than I did before.
Well, when I started, I really, as I guess everybody, I didn't know shit. I didn't know anything about knife making or steel or geometry or, I mean, nothing. I just tried to do it. And then the first couple of years, I was just giving the knives away to friends and family and whatnot. And then I made a knife for cur- a guy I was working for he was in New Zealand, and it doesn't matter. He lived in New Zealand, and I promised to make him a knife. and I did a knife. I think it was D2 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of steel. I think it was D2. And then for some reason, I wanted to film, like do the testing and cutting and film it so I can send him to like make him anxious to get them. And the
Mhm.
knife sucked, man. I mean, it couldn't cut anything. I mean, it could barely cut the onions. And so, and then I started thinking, oh man, this is really going to be a bad story if I make a knife for, well, not a friend, but a business partner, and I send it all the way to New Zealand, and then he gets it, and then it's worse than the knife you can buy in a local store for a couple of bucks. So yeah, that's going to be a sucky present. And then I really started to think about, okay, so what am I doing wrong? What should I do? So, and then adding bits and pieces and testing way more so than discovering, oh yeah, so the flat grind is not ideal. So I don't know, the curvature, the distal taper, the thickness of the original billet, and so on and so on. And over the decades, it kind of adds up. So yeah, I feel I'm doing good quality knives now. Not saying that I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't do better. Of course I can, and hopefully I will. But yeah, I'm confident enough today that my whoever buys or gets my knife, it's not his or her is not gonna be disappointed, right?
Mm-hmm. And I spent like on my knives, I spent a lot of time on the actual ergonomics, and for me,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of it's just a feeling. You know
Yeah,
when it's right, you know when it's wrong,
yeah.
and it's hard to quantify. I would be interested in hearing how do you approach your handle work, how it has changed, and maybe maybe you eyeball them, maybe you do a lot of just grip testing, or maybe you have some formulas and chips that you are
Yeah.
go to.
Yeah, I'm kind of I really do most of the things by feel now. I do have a couple of like cutoffs of knife profiles that I use, but only as a kind of a guideline starting point that I drew the semi-final profile, and then I finalize everything on the grinder. So, and that's one of the things that I kind of pushing, that each and every knife that I make is unique in every
Mm,
way. I have never done two exactly the same knives because I don't use templates as means of making uh, one model. I use kind of a template that I based the knife on, but it's never the same.
mm,
So, and I, I well, I kind of tell myself I have enough experience and feel in my hand to know what's gonna work and what's not gonna work. So yeah. And as for handles, well, it depends. If I'm doing WA handles, it's mostly about uh, well, I want to say volume, but like circumference, how it fits
Circumference. Yeah.
in, yeah, how it fits in a hand. Is it comfortable, or do you have to strain your fingers? Uh, and when I'm doing like Western style handles, they usually do for Honyaki chefs. Then I yeah, I don't have a template. I just kind of sketch something on a block, and then I start to grind and adjust by feel until I'm satisfied with how it looks and feels in the hand.
from the sound of it, like just my observation, from the stock that we are having
Uh,
right now, it feels like knife making is a very huge outlet for you, for your creativity. And I would be very interested to hear, like unleashing your creativity is creativity is just basically playing. You are happy, you are in your happy place, you are doing things that you love, you like. And then knife making process, like the whole from the start till the end, what is the step that you are the most excited, or maybe you find that fulfills your creativity the most?
Oh man. Sorry. Up till about, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, I used to draw a lot of knives, right? I had extra time at my work between, I'm a scientist, so 90% of my work is thinking, and then every once in a while I write something down. So in between writing things down, you have a lot of time on your hands. So I used to sketch a lot of knives, and then I, I noticed that even though I'm enjoying sketching and drawing them even to the exact measurements on A3 paper and whatnot, yeah, I never actually did them, the ones I draw. So I kind of stopped drawing them, and I was I don't know if you notice, my daughter, my 6-year-old daughter and me were playing a month ago or something like that. So she's kind of getting involved into what I do, not by doing anything, but kind of showing interest. So she wanted to draw knives with me, and then we took a paper and we drew and then whatnot. And then I did My Kid for Your Kid knife series, that we design knives together, like 4 small blades for kids. And yeah, I really enjoy that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start drawing knives again, not for actually using those drawing for making knives, but I like drawing. I mean, I'm drawing. A drawing was always fun for me. I always enjoyed drawing and painting when I was younger. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get back to that. Yeah. As for knife making, unlike 90% of the knife makers, I really don't mind grinding. I like grinding knives. Yeah, that's really
Weirdo.
yeah. I know. Ben told me that because he would say, "I don't know anybody who enjoys grinding," and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You know me. I enjoy grinding." Yeah. Yeah, I really like. I like standing behind the grinder and grinding the steel away. I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoy the forging and especially forge welding Damascus and being in front of my anvil and forge and the heat. That's all great. But yeah, when I need to kind of relax from everything and just switch off, yeah, that's grinded time, man. I like grinding.
Oh man, like the most guys who are forging, they are always say, "Oh, I love forging. I just want to make a knife where I could just forge it and forget it." And I did not ever hear a knife maker say drawing and then especially grinding. So you are truly an unconventional knife maker. But dear listeners, you know what is also unconventional? The price to quality ratio at kilns, minihell.eu, because they got small prices and great quality. Our friend Baltazar at minihell.eu sells great heat treatment kilns, and you can use carbon 5 at checkout to save 5% of a already great priced kiln. And if you cannot find a kiln that fits your needs, you need something smaller, something bigger that heats up faster, just write me a DM on Instagram in this email, or just shoot me and I will connect you to, and you will get one custom built. These are so easy to maintain and also cheap to maintain. Apparently you can exchange the full chamber with the coils at a super low and affordable cost, and it is so easy to do. So just please remember, our listeners, go to minihell.eu because they got the next kiln for you. And now, back to the show. If I remember correctly, Keith told me that this podcast got an audio question. Is it right, Keith?
Yeah, we had a listener send us a message. I haven't listened to it yet, though. Should we play it?
Yeah, let's go.
Hello, guys. It's Jade Lockjaw, first time listener, long time caller. I was wondering if you guys were really should I had a question about what kind of just knocked out and so any advice you guys could give me would be great.
I think that might have been the wrong podcast. I don't know.
I think he wanted to send it to Knife Talk podcast, not ours. Sorry, guy. Try sending it to the other guys. Better luck next time, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, Bruno, you talked about the Kids Knife project. I want to hear some more about that. I remember seeing it on Instagram, but I didn't get to see any of the finished knives. Is that something?
Because I haven't finished them. That's the reason.
Okay. That's why.
Yeah, they are all heat treated and wrapped in oily paper and waiting for the turn. Yeah. I was planning to do 2 batches, one in 15 and 20 and one in stainless steel, as kind of a gift for Christmas, something like that for the kids. And then I don't know why I didn't really get a good feedback on them. I got 2 orders. One I know for a fact that he doesn't have a kid, so he can wait. And the other guy just contacted me a few days ago and said, "Yeah, don't worry, I wasn't planning of making a Christmas gift." So yeah, between not having dips on them and finishing custom orders that people actually paid already, yeah, they're gonna wait a bit.
That's a cool idea, though. Get the kids involved.
I mean, I kind of liked the idea, and the few people that contact me on Instagram all said, "Wow, yeah, man, that's such a good idea." And then, yeah, I got 2 orders. I had 8 knives. My little gremlin scream dips on one, so that's 7 blades. Yeah, nobody nobody called dips. So yeah, I thought it was a cool idea, but it apparently not to my audience.
So what kind of a knife did she draw up, and did she get to choose the handle and all that kind of stuff too?
Yeah. No. I usually don't think about handles until I'm done grinding. So I promised her that she can pick whatever I have in my stock. Of course, I'm not gonna give her the really expensive ones, but
the Mammoth
no.
Ivory.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but I know her. She's gonna pick something pink, and I actually have a piece of pink ivory that I think she's gonna like. But yeah, the idea was to make all of them kind of colorful handles, like blue and red and pink and whatnot, depending on the gender or sex, whatever you want to call them, of kids. And I actually started ordering G10 from your site. I was trying to combine kind of a like Sanmai construction of a handle and play with colors and whatnot. And then since nobody actually got interested, I just didn't buy it because I don't use thick G10 anyway. So why buy it? Yeah. So sorry, kid. Yeah, man.
Sorry, kid.
Well, I got a new color, a Tiffany blue that would be good for the
I know. I've seen it. I've put it in my what do you call it? A basket, and then Nope. I don't know. I guess
if you do decide to go through with it, I got some color samples on it, like a keychain. I can send it to you with the order.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I guess once I finish 1 or 2 and show the actual knife when it's done, I think more people would jump on it. Yeah.
Keith is doing actually following up with customers who abandoned their carts, and he's like, "Yeah, just buy it. I will add something to it."
Okay, that's okay.
But Bruno, thinking about like sales that you are making like knives for kids, like thinking about how stuff is being sold to kids is basically you need to advertise to the actual kids, and it is
Yeah,
very
yeah,
hard
yeah,
on
yeah,
Instagram, right? And
yeah,
then they go
yeah.
like, "Daddy, Daddy, I want
Yeah.
that knife. I want that knife. Buy it. I
Yeah.
had a dream about it. Dogsmith
Yeah.
made me a knife," and then
Yeah.
we'll get the sales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The creepy guy pushing knives
Yeah,
on kids.
right. Yeah, that old dude that's always smoking.
This doctor's trying to sell me knives.
Yeah, he has great knives. Daddy, please buy me. I actually have an awesome video that I could use as a marketing for this guy. I sold a zombie barbecue knife. It was kind of a harpoon Bowie-like chef. Well, not chef, but a workhorse with Western style handle, and it looked really mean and powerful. And I sold it to a Croatian guy who lives upstairs in the Baltics, but I don't know which one. I can't remember. And when the package got to his house, he gave his, I guess, around 7-year-old son to unpack the knife. And so you have this kid that's like a 20-kilo shrimp, and he's like, "What's inside? What's inside?" And he's messing up the box, and he takes the knife out, and the knife is almost as big as he is, and you can see. You can hear his mother screaming in the background, "Oh my fucking god!" So,
did you get a video of it?
Oh yeah, he was recording it, and he said me, "I can't use it. I mean, they're gonna lock me up." Yeah, but it's a great video.
Thought you were gonna tell us that he cut himself open it or something.
No. That wouldn't be cool. No. I have a policy about empathy, and going back to me being condescending jerk, which I am. There are only two groups that have empathy from me, and that's kids and dogs. And that, yeah. So yeah. I would never promote anything that would hurt a kid. I can't. Yeah.
You want to say like fuck cats? You don't
Oh
like
yeah,
cats?
fuck cats and cats, people. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh man, Martin Huber is so angry right now.
He's a dog guy, but he just can't have one in his apartment. That's
Martin hates me because his wife is half Croatian, so he kind of blames me for everything.
All the bad stuff.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm the only Croat that he knows aside from his wife's family.
So I guess Croatian women are a little bit difficult. Right?
Oh man, I don't know about his man. Is she asleep? Yeah, I think she is. Yeah, I'm actually outside on a balcony. Yeah. Croatian girls are, man, they are beautiful when young, and so yeah, they're so good looking when they're young that you kind of don't see them being evil bitches, and then when they get old, you just get evil bitches, man. That's really bad. Yeah, but I mean, what you gonna do? It's the only species we have here, so yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. You are continuing the humanity. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And you make her sleep on the balcony? Is that what you said?
No. I'm sitting on a balcony.
Are you?
Yeah.
I saw on one of your knives that you did some plug welds. I think you called it the wormy or something like that.
Oh yeah, the wormy, the plug weld. I did two or three of them. Yeah, I think 3 of them. The first one was just the monosteel with a couple of plugs. One was wrought, two were mosaic, and 2 were mild steel. And then the next year I was planning to do it for Austria knife show, and then I just ran out of time and didn't finish it. But I really took a big chance with that one. I did a 2 half feathered Damascus, and then I plug welded it with 2 plugs. So yeah, that was kind of bold of me, and it came out great. Yeah.
Well, you have 2 guys who don't forge with you tonight, And
Yeah. Oh.
I've seen a few different makers that do plug welds once in a while, but how does the plug weld actually work? Like, what's the process you
It's
have?
well, I mean, it kind of depends on what kind of tools you have at home. I don't know if you watch the Will Steller Lotus Mosaic Chef
Yes.
series.
Yeah.
So he kind of does it the smart way, because he uses precise drills to drill a hole, and then he lays the plugs to be exact match. And that's, I mean, it's not easy, but it's easier than what I do. I drift a hole and then kind of eyeball the plug and try to fit it up. And then, I mean, it works so far, but it's not easy. Yeah. I mean, ideally, when you're doing a plug weld, you want to have a kind of a dry friction fit, so that it barely fits inside the hole,
Hmm.
so as to prevent any air that would cause a force scale. And then, well, you just kind of heat it up really high and use borax and hope for the best, man. Yeah. And it doesn't work always, but yeah, when it does, it looks really, really great. Yeah.
But when you're doing the plug weld, the plug itself is probably has much more mass to it, right? It's, I imagine it's bigger and thicker than
Oh
the
yeah,
blade you're using.
yeah. You have to make it. I haven't tried doing it with a billet that's thinner than 5 millimeters, because you do have to have kind of a mass that will take on the forge weld of the
Hmm.
billet, and then you do the plug that kind of sticks out on both ends at least 2 or 3 millimeters. So when you press it, then it expands and then it forge welds, right? It's not a difficult concept to do. I mean, it's just pushing steel until it touches and then it forge welds. But yeah, it's kind of tricky if you don't have equipment to do precise holes and plugs. But it's doable. I mean, it's
So,
stupid to do it,
s-
but it's doable.
but when you get a failure
Oh
in
yeah,
that,
what you're gonna do? You can either throw it or try to grind everything and make a new plug. And I mean, it's just easier to just throw it in the trash.
but is that something you see right away, or you don't notice till you start grinding and then the
Uh,
plug just falls out?
Yeah, I never had a plug fold out, but I had a couple of pieces where it didn't forge weld on one side, so it stuck really well, let's say, towards the spine, but towards the edge, you can see the line, and then I mean, it, the moisture is gonna go into it and it's gonna rust. It's gonna
Hmm.
be awful. So you just throw it away. What you gonna do?
Maybe you can drill it out and
Yeah,
try
yeah.
with
I mean,
another.
if you're using something special like the Damascus, yeah, it's probably worth drilling it out. But if you're using a monosteel as a blade, then yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's
just use another. I mean, it's easier than
quicker and
drilling out.
cheaper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, even though the prices of steel has gone out, it's not that expensive.
Mm. Mm. So I guess you just make a hole, put it in, heat it up, donk, donk, donk. It
Yeah,
expands, forge
yeah,
welds. Easy
yeah.
peasy. Tomorrow I will be doing butt plug welds.
Yeah,
Easy.
yeah. I mean, that's how I started, man. Yeah. I mean,
Ah,
maybe not try doing Feather Damascus as your second try. Yeah, do a couple of monoblade. Yeah,
ooh,
monosteels.
ooh. I
Yeah.
have I have a hot take question about
Okay.
feathers, feather
Yeah.
Damascus.
Oh, here we go.
Which camp are you on? Should the feather
Oh,
end at the tip of the knife?
yeah. Oh, man, you don't know me at all. Did you see the last feather I did? Uh,
Uh,
yeah, I went beyond camps. I put 2 halves of 2 different feathers, and then I put one in one direction and the other in the other direction.
Oh, you flipped them.
Yeah,
Trying to
but
find
that's
it. Yeah.
that's unconventional. That's unconventional. You
right?
cannot. No,
So
no. But if
Fuck
you're
your
doing
camp,
one,
sir. Yeah.
your opinion is invalid when you said that you love grinding. It's fine.
But was that on purpose or was
Yeah,
that a mistake?
It was no, it was on purpose because I was doing kind of I was trying to do like they are going into each other with patterns, and I'm just finishing that. That's one of the customs I'm finishing. So the test edge look really nice. I think I got almost exactly what I wanted, and I just hand sanded it yesterday. So I'm gonna publish it in a day or two once I etch it. I think it's gonna look really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking through. I don't see it, so it must have been in a story. But I imagine you get like
No.
like a S pattern.
It has. You have to. Let me check.
I don't see it too. I don't see it too, man.
It's way. You know what? I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna send it to you so you can. What's your guys' names? I forget everything.
Just drop it here. There is a chat.
Yeah, no, that's beyond me. I can't do that. Can't be bothered with this new technology, man.
Even a doctor cannot figure this out.
No.
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, I send it to Keith.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was the question? Sorry, I forgot.
No, I just said I imagine that it comes out looking like an S shape wavy pattern.
Yeah. Something.
Yeah,
It kind of
cool.
looks like hands going from the bottom towards the spine. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Drop it here then for Polly to check out.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I saw this post, but it's feather. I'm too stupid to understand it. How is it 2 feathers that are going opposite directions?
2 separate billets of feather, and then when you cut the feather, it's not feather. It's before feather. When you have the W's, crash W's, and then you hot cut them, right? You have 2 halves. I had 2 billets that I cut, and I took the left side from one billet and the right side from the other billet, and turned one 180 degrees, and then forge welded back together, right?
Yeah, I understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the pattern does not look like a conventional feather, even for one half.
It's not. You know, it's kind of a. I mean, it is feather in that it was hot cut with the drag, and if I actually forge welded it together back, it would be kind of a feather, but it's not just plain, just crush W's. I had inserts of different patterns in it because I was trying to do this kind of reaching out from the bottom to the top, right?
I mean, you were busting my balls that I don't know your shit. But man, this does not look like a feather pattern. It looks like it has a very big pattern. Like I'm used to seeing feather pattern having
this is what you're looking is test edge, and I think this is preheat treat. So
yeah. Thank you, listeners. I am not blind. I'm not stupid. It is. It's a setup. It's a setup. That's what it is.
It's the dark pattern. It's a new one.
Yeah.
I did something similar with the plug welds that but I don't think I turned that one around. I think I did it the proper way. I think, yeah, we can talk and I'll try to find it and then send it. It was kind of cool. It's actually one of the, if not the nicest knife I did. Yeah, okay. So here it is. I'm gonna send it, and you can see it better that it's a feather than this one. Uh, uh, uh,
Ooh, we can do a game for our listeners. Go to Doc Smith Instagram and please
And
send to Baltic Blade
Guess
and
which
find.
knives?
Yeah,
Yeah.
guess which knife has the feather pattern. I can give you a hint. It
it's
is
not.
in the
That's a
It's
good
not.
top.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I sent you the that was I had that one on Knife Show Austria, but I sold it afterwards. So.
Oh, I remember that one. Ooh,
Yeah, yeah,
ooh, yeah. That's a sweet one.
Yeah.
yeah. You can see that that half feather piece on the top, like you did on
Yeah.
the other one. There.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh,
That's cool.
Oh, so cool. I love the activity down below at the edge.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so
And
yeah.
then the all the dark parts in the bottom, you can kind of see it when I twitch the blade. It's actually two steels. It's 1084 and 1095. So it's a subtle dark on dark
Ooh.
C.
Oh, now
Yeah.
we will add this one in the show notes so people can
Okay.
actually go and look. This one looks
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah,
Sick.
that's probably the best looking knife I've done. Yeah. And I sold it for the highest price I ever got for a knife. Yeah. I'm kind of
Yeah,
proud of that one.
with the plug welds and everything that tie
Yeah.
everything all in together.
Yeah.
Looks really nice.
Yeah.
One of the one of the top patterns that I have seen that are
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
and
Thanks.
very good that you actually mentioned to look into the dark parts. There is
Yeah,
such subtle, nice activity. It's
Yeah.
great.
Even Gabe gave me a thumbs up for that one. So
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
that means
I
a
mean,
lot from him.
yeah, right.
He's like,
I mean,
you are best buddies right now.
I mean, he was at my table. What was he gonna say? This one sucks, but even so, I mean, I took it.
He was all sweating. He's like, oh man,
Yeah.
tough competition right here.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
I
not
really like-
really.
I
Yeah, go
really
ahead.
like the ones you got on your website. It's not such an intricate pattern. I mean, but I like the blue and the golds, how they all go
yeah.
with that Damascus Samurai.
That's the 3 knife set that I've
Mm.
done in all in blue. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that was a nice set. Yeah.
That looks really cool. The back end of the handle almost looks like if you just look at it real quick, like one of those epoxy wood handle hybrids, but that's actually how the grain of the wood just changed. And you added that into the handle.
Yeah. And actually, one of the handles, the nicest one, is a botched stabilized wood that I've got. I was buying a bunch of stabilized wood from this Russian guy that was before war, and I told him, you know what, just send me any botch pieces that you have. I can use them on kind of just playing around. And then he sent me this one, and it was awful. The resin inside kind of crystallized and it
Yeah.
became brittle, and it was really bad. But I just wouldn't let it go, and then I sanded with CA glue. I don't know. I think I did
Filled it all.
like
Yeah.
10 hands or something and it was one of the best looking woods I got out of it. Yeah.
That's the longest of the 3 knives that you're talking about, right?
Yeah,
on the butt.
I think
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think so. Yeah, I think so. Let me open it. I can't remember.
Yeah, that is such a
Yeah.
painstaking
Yeah.
process, filling shit with CA glue.
Oh
I
man,
can't. I would have thrown it away.
You know what? Yeah, but that's the poor Balkan kid in me. You don't throw away. Even if it's free, you don't throw away stuff. I mean, if there's a chance to be saved, you better like make
It
your
has
hands
potential.
dirty and do it.
Yeah, I will use it later. It's fine. It's good.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you don't throw anything away.
Mm.
Yeah, anytime I do that, I end up. I don't know what the problem is if I just using the wrong glue or whatever. But when I try to like lay a CA glue to fill stuff like that, if it's really a big void that you fill in, I get like cloudy white, like
Yeah.
waves and stuff in it.
Yeah, you have to do it kind of. Yeah, the best glue is the cheap glue that's kind of running all over the place,
Like the
and
real thin stuff.
yeah, the real thin stuff. And the key is to kind of sand it while it's wet, so it collects all the dusts and the dust
Hmm.
fills the void. But if it's too big of a hole, you're not gonna do it with CA glue. Yeah.
Oh, that's big brain move. Using the dust from the hand sanding right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess for the bigger voids, you could use like there are very thick, like super thick CA glues, and you
Yeah.
could just not fully fill it, but
Yeah.
then follow it up with the thin stuff.
Yeah.
And god
Yeah.
damn it, I hate the thin stuff.
Yeah.
It's so
Or
easy to glue your fingers together.
Just leave it. I mean, leave the crack. I mean, if it's wood, the wood is not perfect. I mean, I don't mind leaving cracks. I mean, I disclose them if I have them. I say to whoever is looking to buy, look, this piece has a crack or I don't know what you call it,
Avoid.
a void in a wood. I mean, I think it looks nice. It's natural. If you don't like it, we can do something else. But I don't feel it always.
I mean, for me, it's a killer. I think everybody has a one crack, and they don't need another crack. So I try.
I'm not really much into making things perfect. I mean, that's really not my goal. I mean, yeah. I mean, I try to do everything by the books. By the books in my hand, what knife should be. But I mean, small inconsistencies and let's call them flaws. I mean, that's kind of part of a charm of a handmade product, isn't it?
100%.
Yeah.
And you can really tell when something is. I think I was talking with Ben about it, like rough scratches or voids or anything. If it is cohesent with the style, it goes with it, and it is kind of intentional or goes with the style, it is very good. And you can clearly see when someone has been lazy and just left like big grinding marks that are all over the place, and it is just it's handmade. No.
Yeah, especially if you leave grinding marks in just one place, right? Because that part of a heel, man, I can't get it with 120. Yeah, just gonna leave it 60. Yeah.
Yeah, it's handmade. It's handmade.
It's
I'm not
handmade.
lazy. It's handmade. I can't get it.
I mean, it all depends. I mean, I have my affordables tier that I do just machine finish. So I take it to what A45 Trizac, and then go over with a Scotch Brite and etch it. And I mean, it's not perfect. I mean, there are scratches in that, but they are cheap, and that's kind of a point of this theory. I'm not gonna spend time chasing every scratch or hand sand a knife that I'm selling at a price that's much worse. Poorer commercial knives are selling in fancy shops. Like so, you know.
I think if you are doing the A45, I think it's a Gator belt.
Yeah,
and then you follow up.
Yeah,
and it's around 600.
Yeah, I think it's more 400 or something like that. But yeah, I mean it's high grit for machine finish. Yeah, I mean,
and you follow it up with Scotch Brite. It really creates this consistent feeling of it. I think it looks great.
Yeah, I mean, and then I etch it, and the oxidation kind of hides the roughness of it, but still brings out the different kind of roughness. And I really like that style of knife, like rustic kind of. You can see it's handmade, you can see it's good quality, but it's not fancy piece of handmade art. It's a tool that's meant to be used. Yeah. So.
Oh
I,
yeah,
yeah.
you're now speaking my language. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I enjoy making high-end knives. I mean, and I really, really enjoy making complex Damascus patterns and playing with shit and mixing things up and taking like this stuff I did with feather Damascus. Like, let's do feather, but let's screw it up all together. And I enjoy it, but most of the people can't really afford something like that. I mean, I can't do 2 billets of feather and plug weld it, put a high-end museum piece of wood on it and sell it for 300 euros. I mean, I just can't do that. And then,
Best.
right? I mean, it would be. I mean, I could, but I won't. And then most of the people they just can't afford something like that. I mean, even me, I would never buy a 1,000 euro knife, and not just because I know I can make one for myself. I just don't think that that's something that I can justify within my budget. I mean, I could probably afford it, but it's way beyond my everyday budget. So thinking about that, that's why I introduced this affordable tier where I try to make every knife under 300 euros. And
Yeah.
even that, I mean, 300 euros for most of people is really, really too much. But yeah, I think that's quite affordable, hence the affordables, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
also,
it,
it also
Yeah.
makes it people more likely to use it. I mean, if you
Yeah,
spend
yeah, yeah,
1,600 euros on
yeah,
a knife, not only did you spend a shitload of money, but then you
yeah,
kind of baby it and you don't really,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
afraid
yeah,
to use it. And
yeah, right, right, right. And I mean, even the fancy knives I do, and I don't do them very often or too many of them because I don't have time. I mean, I'm not a full-time maker, so what little time in shop I have, I can't be producing 6 high-end knives a month. I just don't have the time for that. But I hate the idea of any of them just sitting somewhere as a icebreaker for dinner parties. I mean, yeah, no, that I don't like that idea of them not being used.
I think Paul is kind of in the same boat
yeah, totally. I
style.
I did not have anything to add to it actually, but I was thinking, about just about the perception. I don't tend to think. I used to think like that about the pricing and what I would buy, but actually, price is very relative to people, and I think if you go look into cars, it's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
if you are a Ferrari mechanic, you are definitely not driving a Ferrari as your car, but
Yeah.
you can have like many different clients for a Ferrari car, the ones who buy it and don't drive it because they love it so much and this is their grail car and this is the only one and they just go and kiss it and that's it. Then there are people who are actually driving it and it's their, to go to car, and they, they are an upper tier above that where they actually use it. And then you have another tier even above that, which is the dinner party guys and gals, where they have warehouses of supercars and they don't drive it because fuck it, it's my fifth Ferrari, I don't care, I just
Yeah.
love it, I appreciate it, but I don't have physically the time to actually
Yeah.
drive it. So I think the best approach is actually to do your best work, price it appropriately what you would like to get for it, and what would you like, and then the clientele, if you continue with social media and just get eyes on it, it's fine. They will
Yeah.
just buy it.
Yeah.
If you do something extraordinary, especially like in your case with just trying to fuck up the feather Damascus, and
Yeah.
it's such a nice, how you put it into words. You just take an existing idea and you think, I'll just screw it up and
Oh, yeah.
let's see what happens.
Yeah, I like that approach. I actually have a similar two halves feather currently in the tank of oil, waiting for its turn to forge weld, and I'm gonna twist it.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that will be
Why
interesting.
why the fuck not? I never saw anybody twist a feather, right?
Yeah.
It would
Before you forge it back together, or
Oh yeah, I'm gonna forge it back together, gonna stretch it up, and I'm gonna twist it.
That
that'll be
I have
interesting. Yeah.
can't wait for it.
Yeah, me too.
When will
Me
we
too.
see it?
Yeah, it's either gonna be the greatest pattern in the history of Worldkind, or more likely a piece of shit that's gonna look like the simplest twist you can do. Right? There's no in between. There's no chance of anything in between.
It's very interesting. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah, and like the feather pattern itself is a very simple idea, right?
Of
It's
course,
just
of course.
splitting
Yeah,
it
yeah,
and then
yeah,
putting it back together,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and you
yeah,
can play it with it
yeah,
infinitely after that.
yeah, yeah. Mm,
Yeah.
And you can see
yeah.
before you dry it out, you can save a piece to use as a plug weld in it also.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You can do anything. So, oh yeah, the prices. Yeah, I on the prices, I'm kind of always in the opposition between poor Balkan kid from the slums and being an arrogant prick. So, on one hand, it's just ridiculous for me, for someone to pay, I don't know, 500 euros for a knife I've made. I mean, I deep down in my soul, I feel bad for it, because when I was growing up, I mean, we were as poor as you can imagine. I mean, when I was preschool, we didn't have fucking running water in the well, not house, the box that we lived in. So
Hmm.
so to sell something that I've made for such a huge price, that's what, half of average uh, paycheck in Croatia. Let's say that, something like that, right? That's ridiculous. On the other hand, man, fucking who else in Croatia is doing stuff I do? Of course, I'm gonna charge it, and I'm gonna charge it more if I can, right? So I'm always there. So I find myself in both situations where I give a big discount to someone when I see that he's really into a knife, he will really like it, but he just can't afford it. I mean, when you see, oh man, that's way out of my league, I can't do it, and then I just go, yeah, fuck it, whatever. What do you got? You got 200 euros? Yeah, it's yours. And on the other hand, when someone comes and says, yeah, well, if you could do it like this, and then, yeah, I'm gonna charge you 150 more just for the sake of it, because, yeah, why not? I mean, you don't have to buy it; someone else is gonna buy it. So yeah, I'm
Next.
kind of in the always walking the edge between finding the right spot for the price, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm going to your table this year
Yeah.
at Knife Show Austria.
I'm like coming with a black eye, the
Yeah.
homeless guy shoes, where
Yeah,
your
yeah.
fingers
Oh
are
no, no,
poking.
no, no,
Like,
no, 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 no. No, that's not the
Bring
card
the
you played
kids.
with me.
Bring the
No,
kids.
yeah,
That's how you get the
bring the
Bring the
discount.
kids,
kids
exactly.
and the dog, and don't mention you have a cat, and then maybe, but yeah, if you're poor, yeah, that's not, no, 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 that doesn't work for me.
Anything for a discount.
Hmm. Yeah, of course. I mean, you gotta hassle. We're from the Balkans. I mean, the price is
I'm
just.
not from the Balkans. What
I
the
know
hell?
we are. I and
Okay.
my customers from Croatia. I mean, when you're speaking to Croatian guy that he's gonna try to haggle you for a price, even if he is way richer than me and he has two BMWs and a Mercedes. He's gonna try to bring that price down. It's in our blood. You have to do it.
Mm,
You
mm.
can't say, okay, yeah, right. No, it's not. How much?
Uh,
How final is that price? Can we talk about price?
I instantly took it personally that it is about me because Lawrence Schultz was roasting me because he thought Baltics are the Balkans. But Bruno, if another Balkan guy comes in with a Volkswagen Passat from 2000s,
oh man,
you know,
those guys, man.
with LPG, and he's like, and starts haggling.
No, he's probably walking home without a knife, especially if he's driving a Passat. Well, Golf and then Passat. Those are the prime examples of Croatian elite that I don't have anything to do with, and try to avoid them as much as I can. Yeah.
I love how Passat is a
Passat.
symbol.
Oh man, I mean, you just couldn't be a bigger. I don't think that's a global, but here in Croatia, I mean, if you want to show everybody that you're a low life and a scum, then you drive a Passat. Yeah, that's you just buy.
Here.
If you can't, you will import it from Germany. Oh yeah, man, that's so you can save like 200 euros, and then you yeah.
I totally feel this. I guess Keith from Austria, he has no idea about it, but we got that same thing here.
Here in Croatia especially, man, I mean, you wouldn't believe how many times I heard a comment. I drive a Kia Sportage for two reasons. It's reliable. I don't have to take it to service, to repair, never. And it's high enough that I can jump out because I have bad knees and I can't squat. So how many times I've heard, oh man, couldn't you buy like a good Volkswagen or something like that for that price? Like, Jesus Christ, man! I wouldn't take it if it was given to me, right?
Also, I don't know if you will if it is the same in Croatia, but when the Passat guy gets married and has children, he upgrades to Volkswagen Charan.
Oh yeah. Yes. I don't think we have Charans here. I mean, Passat is the top, man. You can't go. You have Golf, and then when you get married, you get Passat, right?
Passat, yeah. And if you are very cool, you have a BMW.
If you're really?
If you are really cool. If you are,
cool.
The top dog, top G.
Top G is BMW. Yeah.
And they are always fighting with the Audi guys. They're
because Audi guys are pussies, right?
Yes, exactly. They're always broken. Yeah.
It's funny. Yeah.
We have this saying, oh my god, it's so stupid.
You are Balkans, man. You are Balkans.
But look,
sounds like it.
We have this question, existential question. What it is better? And it is terrible. It's about kids. If your daughter is a whore or your son drives an Audi. So, it's terrible, but existential question,
Yeah, I'm not really big on cars. I don't really care about cars. I mean, I have one because I need one, but I don't. I would never buy an expensive car. It's like some supercar. It does nothing for me. It's just means of getting from point A to point B. I only have two things that my car has to have, and that's I don't have to worry if it's gonna start, and then that it's high enough that I can get out and get in, and that's the only thing I care about.
You are in the right place. I'm the same, and Keith does not even have his driver license.
Oh man,
Soon.
Yeah. So, what we didn't cover the Honyakis, right?
Yeah, tell us about the Honyakis.
Oh man, did you just had to, right? Yeah. So actually, I think I mentioned that more than a couple of times in my Instagram. I kind of have this love-hate relationship with Honyakis. I've been doing Honyakis for, let's say, six years almost exclusively. So like maybe 95% of the knives I did were some kind of Honyaki. And then I got really fed up with it, man. And then I started doing other stuff, and it kind of backfired because I I kind of gotten known in the communities for my Honyakis, and people keep like asking for them. And then what you're gonna do? I mean, you make them. So, and I'm kind of joking around with myself. So each batch that I do, this is the last batch. I'm never doing that again. And then of course I'm doing the next batch. But yeah, I kind of, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I hate them more than poison. It's the 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 meanest knife you can make is Honyaki. On the other hand, the magic of that hamon, it's just so fascinating to me that you can take something as simple as store-bought clay and apply it, and you change the molecular structure of a steel in such a way that it shows in the steel. Man, that's just, I can't wrap my head around that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make them as long as I'm be able to make knives. Yeah, yeah. But I do hate them more than anything. Yeah.
I think when you start telling people that that's the last batch, then it makes it sound like even more rare, and people want to get in on the
Yeah,
last sale.
I don't think
That
anybody is buying that anymore. Yeah, 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 yeah. But I do feel that this, I started doing that, what, kind of 2 years ago, this Honyaki chefs, like really tall chefs with 65, 70 millimeters heel,
Mhm.
which is just ridiculous. I mean, they're huge, they are shovels, but you can really play with geometry when you have so much steel in two planes, so you can make them really, really thin, and you can make them convex, and you can like play around. And yeah, I really kind of going back into loving Honyakis with my Honyaki chefs, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's similar to the dimensions from the charity knife that we did from Ben Camon's template.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think he
yeah,
was
yeah,
at
yeah, yeah.
60.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Cool. We
You can really
are,
do a lot with when you have so much height, right? Because the
yeah,
geometry is basically defined by the height and the thickness of the billet. So if you have really tall heel, you can do a lot. You can play around much more than with a 40 millimeters height, right?
yeah, you can get a lot more swoop on the finger choil, and you got a big
You,
canvas for your
you can do
Hanyaki.
whatever you want, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the that was a uh, fun one, and actually the guy who bought the original Wormy bought the Honyaki. I did the Wormy, but in Honyaki. I did the pattern like it matched the plug welds. It was just holes like auras in the steel. Yeah, that was a cool one.
Yeah, I think I saw that one. You had like 7 or 8 different plugs in there or something, right?
Yeah, yeah, there wasn't plugs. It was just hamon in circles, right?
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That was a really cool one to play with. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna send it to you. Well, that's not finished. Let me find a better picture. Oh yeah. Okay. And I'm not gonna. Oh, I didn't plug my giveaway. Come on, guys.
Yeah,
Nobody
this
asked me about my giveaway. You're such a
I
bunch of
I have it
pricks.
in the notes, but
Yeah, yeah, but
here's the
yeah,
problem. I think the giveaway will be over by the time this comes out, right? We
I don't care.
this
I don't.
airs next Thursday.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a. Well, that was really poor timing on your part, man.
Yeah, I should have got you in last week, but
It's always our fault.
Of course, it's not going to be
Bunch
my
of
fault.
pricks.
no, it's always my fault, Polly.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
my fault, not
Yeah. Okay, Keith, it's your fault.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Arrogant
Okay.
prick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I am. I know. But I mean, with reasons, couple of them, right?
What are the reasons?
Well, I'm smart and good looking, so yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Ah, yeah.
Croatian.
Yeah.
And you drive
right?
a Kia.
Yeah. And I drive a Kia.
Sportage.
Not just any Kia. Come on. Sportage, right?
But it's a Kia.
Huh? It's a Kia, of course.
It's a Kia. It's a Kia.
Well, we are hitting the 1.5 hour mark. I think we got a
Yeah,
pretty good
yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Do you have? Do you want to tell everybody your website where they can go get one of your knives?
Do I have to?
Yeah, if you don't, then Polly's gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with not being a full-time maker is that I rarely, if ever, have any knives available, right? So I do have a store, but it's almost always sold out because I sell most of my stuff before it's even finished. So yeah, they can contact me via web page, but they're probably not going to buy anything on it. So it's smithingdoc.com, right?
Mm-hmm.
For your English speak. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I just wanted to say Instagram's probably the best way to get a hold of you and see when new knives are finished and going up for sale.
I don't do Facebook almost at all. I do. I mean, when I post on Instagram, I click post on Facebook, but yeah, nobody noticed that, and I don't do anything on Facebook, so I'm only on Instagram.
Facebook is for the Passat drivers. I don't use it either.
Yeah. And on my page, I mean, once in a while, I do a batch of knives that has, I don't know, 2 or 3 that are available, and then if one don't get sold immediately, I put it on my store, but it's usually gone in a day or two. It's not because I'm in such high demand, but it just happens this way. So yeah, and usually the cheaper pieces, right?
Yeah, so all the listeners out there, if you aren't already following Doc Smith, you can find him on Instagram at Doc Smith Knives, or on his website at smithingdoc.com.
Yeah.
And I think on Instagram, a lot of times you even show some of the knives before they're finished, putting them up for sale. If somebody wants to get on.
Yeah, I usually do. Once I do heat treat, I usually take a picture and say, just call Dips if you like anything. And then because when people do reserve the knife beforehand, I kind of do semi-custom. They can choose the handle and be involved with knife making. I send work in progress pictures and videos, and so some people like that. So yeah, that's what I do.
It adds a little to the buying experience.
Yeah. I mean, they in the loop. They get involved, so it's much more personalized than just buying a knife in a store, right?
Yeah. Well, I will be waiting to see these kids' knives. I want to see what your daughter came up with and what you do with the handle work.
So now you're pushing it. I'm gonna have to grind in this cold weather, even though I promised myself I'm not gonna grind. I'm gonna forge when it's cold, and people just keep screaming, when is my knife be over? So yeah, sure, I'm gonna finish. I'll probably do 2 of them in the next couple of weeks and post them. So, and then if there'll be any takes more, I'll have a couple of them ready for.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this was the unconventional knife maker who loves grinding, apparently. the arrogant prick, Doc Smith himself. Thank you, Bruno, for coming on.
Oh, thank you guys for having me. I mean, I'm guessing is getting really thin out there if you really had to call me on. So you went through all those serious makers. Now who the fuck is left? Who's this guy? Let's call him up.
So I needed to find somebody
Deprecating
in Croatia.
himself
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
deprecating us. Close it down, boss. Close it down.
All right, guys. We will talk to
Okay.
the rest of you next week.
Okay, thanks
Cheers.
guys
Thanks
again.
again. Bye.
See you.
Auf
Bye.
Wiedersehen. Bye-bye. Do widzenia.
Yeah.
Mini hell. Bye-bye, guys. It was nice talking to you. You know what's coming? Oh, yeah. Polly out.